What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bulls, and today we are going to talk about Polkadot and the ecosystem, understanding what's going on with Polkadot and why I think Polkadot is the hottest cryptocurrency ecosystem around right now. I think it's hot because Ethereum right now has market dominance, but has really cooled down, left a bad taste in people's mouth with the high miner fees and everything like that. And people are like, well, what if we can go to something that's less fees and does the exact same thing, maybe even more efficiently? So then they find Cardano, but they don't produce any projects yet. And then Ethereum still has most of the projects, ERC20 tokens, but Polkadot is really moving quickly. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm surprised these Polkadot altcoins haven't started to surge. And in a bull market setting, it only seems inevitable that it's going to happen. Now, because it is a brand new platform, there are a couple rug pulls that you have to watch out for here and there. I can't name any off the top of my head, but I know that those will happen because it's a developing platform. And you've seen Binance Smart Chain really surging, but I think that one's cooling down as Polkadot has picked up. If you guys are new to cryptocurrency, you guys can subscribe if you like altcoin gems. We do talk about those on this channel from time to time. This is not professional financial advice. Always take control over your own financial situation and make investments based on your own conclusions. So do your research always, and do not trust YouTubers to be your financial advisors because they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like the rest of you guys. But here's Polkadot right now. You can see it's sitting at $31 billion. Actually quite a ways behind Cardano. Cardano's had a big surge. I personally hold Cardano. I hold Polkadot. I hold Binance Coin. I hold Ethereum, and I hold Bitcoin. So I'm invested in these top six. I don't hold any XRP. Still waiting on the dust to settle on that before I decide if I'm going to jump back in. And I'm okay with being in bigger and faster movers than that. I do hold some Theta, though. Now, let's talk about Polkadot and the ecosystem. So when you're getting into this, you got to know about staking on Kraken. That's a place where most people are staking their Polkadot. I believe it's still 12%. I know that I believe I was locked in at 12% staking on Kraken. So you guys can do that there. But you could see Polkadot ecosystem, Binance Chain, Polkadot Substrate. These are all the tags that are associated with it. And it's been moving since December when it was below $10, and then it had an all-time high of 41. So getting in at 34 is still a fairly decent price. And considering where this thing's likely headed to, in a bull market, of course, the market has to stay bullish and Polkadot has to keep working, but I don't see why it wouldn't achieve this same market cap, which would put Polkadot obviously well over $100, pushing it towards $200, and who knows how high it can go in the long term. But Ethereum is having a big day. Polkadot's having a reasonable day. Tether's not doing so great, which is good because that means that money is coming into the cryptos, right? So when you get into the Polkadot ecosystem, you've got to know about some of these other things that are going on, these parachains and these canary networks like Kusama, okay? So Kusama has had an absolute tear. Look at this thing. This is one of the strongest charts you will ever see, ever. It has been doing great. It is the canary chain it's basically a test net for Polkadot. Before projects go live on Polkadot, they're basically beat up on Kusama before they check out and can go on the big chain. But this one is just taking off, and look at it, it's got a $4.6 billion market cap as a test net. So that's huge. Okay, so when you're getting into Polkadot, you're going to want to know what's going on with Polkadot. You can go onto their website, read their FAQ. It tells you all about it. What is Polkadot? Polkadot is a platform that allows diverse blockchains to transfer messages, including value, in a trustless fashion, sharing unique features while pooling their security. In brief, Polkadot is scalable, heterogeneous, and multi-chain technology. So you've got other platforms that are building on there. You have PolkaSwap, which is basically going to be like the Uniswap for Polkadot. It's in testnet. Pay attention to some of these projects as they're rolling out because they are coming. It is coming down the pipes. You also have Polkadex, again, in testnet. You guys want to know about getting into things early? Well, take a look at the Polkadot ecosystem, because the whole entire ecosystem is coming for Ether. They're coming for Ethereum. And the faster they deliver and the more excitement that is around it, the quicker or the better chances they'll have to steal some of that thunder for Ether. So I'm just pointing that out to you guys. What you do with that information, I don't know. So you have Polkadot ecosystem coins. You can get this on cryptoslate.com. You can see, obviously, they have the mothership, Polkadot. It's like, if you're going to invest in ERC20 tokens, you're going to hold some, Ethereum, right? If you're going to invest in, for the most part, typically, people who invest in ERC20 tokens, their core position, their main position is always Ethereum, unless one of their ERC20 tokens, their low cap gem, goes from $1 million market cap to $100 million market cap, and they put $1,000 into it. The next thing you know, they've got a big chunk of change because they invested in a low cap gem. But you could see Chainlink, obviously an Oracle. It was originally an ERC20 token, now it's multi-chain. You have Kusama here, you have Ontology, Anchor. They're saying these are all cross-chain with Polkadot ecosystem. Now, when it comes to actual projects that are specific, you have Refinance. That's one that's specific. And then a couple others that people are really excited about. I can name a couple that are really hot right now, just for those of you who want to do a little bit of research. But you have Tidal. This one's really hot with people. I mean, it's definitely got a big community. It had a big sell-off. That would have been a great time to buy in right here. But most people were probably thinking about selling here instead of accumulating, and that's just the way newbies are when they're getting into crypto. But that usually is the best time to actually buy, right? When you get a big dip, a big sell-off. That's where people are making the most gains, in case you didn't know. But Tidal Finance, now it's pumping. Up to you what you want to do, but do some research on them guys, right? And you can go to their website and you'll see they've got quite an interesting high-yield insurance platform that they're working on. Then you have another project like Polkastarter that did have a big run that's kind of cooled off here recently. This is another project that's really done great. It has a $249 million market cap. But if you would have got into it in December, you could have got into it for 42 cents. So some projects are going to cool down. The excitement's going to cool down, and then it's going to repump again, I'm sure, at some point in time. But it just shows you the kind of action and price action you've already seen with some of these startups and some of these projects that are on, Polkadot's ecosystem. But decentralize the way your ideas raise capital. You've seen these projects on here. If you wanted to get some more information, just go to that website and get the information. Another one that's really popular right now, though, I'll give you one more if you wanted to take a look at it. I don't hold many of these positions, actually. The only ones that I hold are Polkadot and Kusama, and I'm doing research on these right here, but that's why I'm saying that this is where I feel like I need to be paying attention. This is where I feel like I need to be observing. And Blank Wallet is something that you might want to take a look at. And a lot of people would say this thing is undervalued at sitting at $21 million market cap. I don't hold any of this, but I'm definitely doing my research and studying up on what I need to know about and making an investment in a project like this. It is listed on Uniswap. So when I go into here and I try to understand everything, I want to keep up with them on their Twitter, right? I'll put links to our Twitter below and some other links below in the comments, but you can see this test parachain auction. Crowd loans have launched on Rococo. So if you want to know about the latest and greatest going on with Polkadot, absolutely you're going to want to follow them on Twitter. But you can go right here, go to their whole website, do a little bit of research on your own. You can see true interoperability, no forks, forkless and future-proof. Isn't that good, right? User-driven network governance. That's basically saying the community governance. It's decentralized. Staking, like I already talked about earlier, and then the bonding. New parachains are added by bonding tokens. Outdated or non-useful parachains are removed by removing bonded tokens. This is a form of proof of stake. The big thing here is taking tokenomics, cryptonomics, whatever you want to call it, economics, and modernizing the economic model. And when you have Cardano, you have Polkadot. That's their main mission, is to modernize the economic model, going away from fiat, going to these digital currencies, and integrating other aspects of digital into economics. And that's their main goal, right? And so you can see the Web3 Foundation is who ultimately oversees the project here with Polkadot. And the Polkadot mission, Polkadot will enable a completely decentralized web where users are in control. Kind of reminds you of what you would see with iOS, right? Polkadot is built to connect private and consortium chains, public and permissionless networks, oracles, and future technologies that are yet to be created. So they've basically built a platform realizing that innovation is going to happen for many years to come. Things that they don't even know are going to be created on this platform that are coming. They've tried to position themselves to be able to respond and react to that evolution in the digital space. And the big thing that you're going to ultimately want to understand is parachains, because this is something that is essentially become popular through Polkadot. You can read up on the wiki here, so Polkadot wiki. Parachain economies. Parachains may have their own economies with their own native tokens, schemes such as proof of stake. Okay. You can also go on to CoinMarketCap and they will talk to you about parachains, but in essence, it's content created by Web3 Foundation on behalf of Polkadot, which you see right here on CoinMarketCap. Parachains are the diverse individual layer 1 blockchains that run in parallel with the Polkadot ecosystem. So it is something that is uniquely created by Polkadot on both the Polkadot and Kusama networks. We just talked about Kusama being the test net. I can show you guys exactly what Kusama is here so you guys understand a little bit more. But I mean, basically their job is to break things. That's why I say expect chaos, no promises. Polkadot's wild cousin. It's basically the canary network. The canary that goes in the gold mine to, if the canary dies, then it's not safe to go down there, right? It's a Polkadot experiment. And that's what this test chain is. So when you're investing in a test chain, some people would say, now why in the heck would I ever dare invest in a test chain, a test net? Well, because test nets can have value too. It's like a proving ground. It's like, why would Chevy buy a proving ground, right? Okay, you guys get the point. Anyways, guys, I think Polkadot's ecosystem is undervalued. I think it's up and coming. And where do I get this idea that it's undervalued? I compare it against Ethereum. I look at what they're building. I look at how much development they've already got in place. And that's why I'm saying, if you're going to do anything here, I'm not saying invest or anything like that. Do whatever you want. That's all up to you. But I am saying pay attention to Polkadot, because these guys are growing and they are producing and they have a big community that just keeps getting stronger and stronger. I am not into the whole competition thing. I like competition, but I'm not into the whole bad mouthing the competition thing. So I don't like to see Cardano and Polkadot arguing. I don't like to see the Ethereum guys fighting with the Polkadot guys, blah, blah, blah. I think that there's enough to go around. I think everyone can get along. I think they should all get along and continue to work and learn from each other. So if you guys are going to do that in the comments, I understand people are going to do that. It's not necessarily the way that I perceive it. But yeah, I mean, if they're going to have a friendly competition and build things that push each other to do better, I'm all for that. But I'm not into the bad mouthing of the project. I mean, saying something has high fees, I don't consider that bad mouthing. That's just speaking cold hard truth. So anyways, guys, thanks to the subscribers of Blockchain Bulls and the new subscribers. We will see you guys on the next one.